Welcome in, everyone. Jeremy and I are super excited for today's video. We are rested up and ready to go. I will be a little panicked in this video because this sale is absolutely loaded. I think we have over 105 lots. Jeremy, are you excited?
Yes.
Did you see some of the pieces already?
Yes.
He is super excited. So we have two great sales coming up. By the airing of this video, we hope to have this video aired on Sunday. Please go to our Monday, March 17th sale at noon Eastern Standard Time. That is the ABC sale, which is the Amber, Bakelite, and Coffee sale. We'll be selling Amber, Bakelite, and Coffee with a few other pieces, hopefully. And then we have the preview for today is for the sale on Tuesday, March 18th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is the Consignment from Missouri and estate finds from an area pawn shop. Both are claim style sales. Both are buy it now fixed prices. We do not do auctions or elevate any sort of bids. We say the price, you type the price in, and it's yours. We thank you so much for that. Again, this is going to be incredible. I picked out some of my favorite pieces for this sale. Please go over and register at bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. Let me zoom out just a little bit. Let me zoom out a little bit to fit that in completely. Zoom out a little bit more. There we go. So bullyrunantiques@gmail.com. Jeremy needs your YouTube ID, your first and last name, your home address, your shipping address, your phone number, your email address for invoice, and we ask that you register as soon as possible. We do not use a jot form at our sales. We would like you to register no later than Monday night by, let's say, 4 or 5 o'clock. So 4 or 5 o'clock would be great. Okay, so that is basically all that we need from you. So there you go. And take a screenshot of that and send us over that information and you're registered. If you've already registered, which we now have over like 490 registrations for customers, if you've already registered, as long as you haven't changed any of this information, you do not need to register at every sale. Thank you so much. Getting into this, because boy, we got a lot to show. Carnelian beaded necklace. This is absolutely incredible. It's probably from the late 70s into the 80s, worn asymmetrically. So that is a large carnelian disc and then tons of beads all the way down that chain. And like I said, wear it asymmetrically. I love the color saturation of these carnelian. So there you go on a beautiful over-the-head carnelian necklace. Absolutely awesome. A lot of people have asked for specific gemstones. Oh, there goes a drag racer. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Wow, that guy took off like a bullet. That's what you get for living in the city. This is a lab-created diamond wedding set. 3 or 4 people have asked for this to come to the sale. I have the certification. You know how I feel about this. I don't specialize in lab-created diamonds. I normally sell earth mine diamonds. I normally don't sell lab diamonds. But boy, oh boy, I couldn't resist this. This set is an exact size 8. You get both the wedding band and the engagement ring. Look at the scintillation in that diamond. Lab-grown diamonds are technically diamonds. You cannot tell the difference optically between a lab-grown and a natural. There's a natural and there's a lab. There's my natural, there's the lab. Look at the scintillation and sparkle. This set is in 14 karat white gold and absolutely beautiful. Comes with its certificate. So there you go for your specifics. And the center stone is almost a full carat. I think it's 99 points. The center diamond is 1 point shy of a full carat. Absolutely gorgeous. Comes completely gift boxed and ready to go. For the people that love Art Deco, I did have these in a previous video. Such great response. Everybody said, please bring them. I said, no problem. These are from the later 70s or 1980s. Other people might sell them as Deco original. They are not. They are recasts from a later time period. Inset with marcasite and black onyx. Absolutely high style, and nothing says hello, I am Deco style more than that. Great color in terms of I guess I could say great tone in terms of the marcasite, the onyx, and the silver. Very tonal is what I should have said. These are carved citrine and carved amber. And what I loved about these was the complexity of that back, how well constructed these are. Absolutely incredible. Very cool design. And Jeremy said, I love those. He was so impressed by the silver work, the stones, the choice of stones. Absolutely unusual for a pair of earrings. Everybody requested the blue diamond flower ring. So here it is. Blue diamonds, white diamonds, champagne diamonds. This is approximately a size 9. If you are a size 9 and in the arena for a blue diamond and sterling silver ring, this one is for you. I don't think we've never passed on no, he's like, no, we've never passed on a diamond and silver before. We've never even passed on one, and I can see why. Look at that scintillation of those stones. Dazzle and sparkle like crazy. Jeremy loved that one too. The amethyst and bezel set cross. A lot of these pieces were in previous videos. A lot of people say, well, could you sell us a lot of what you're putting in your videos? No problem. All you got to do is ask. We'll bring it to a sale. These are bezel set gem grade amethyst. Wonderful, made in the style of Nikki Butler, only signed sterling silver, large bale, large size, incredible craft. The stones are of great quality. These, unfortunately, in the last sale, they were supposed to go in the last sale. These are the only Moissanite studs I have. This is it. I believe each stud is approximately 1.25 carats, which makes them incredibly believable because they're not 1 carat size and they're not 2 carat size. So they're very believable because it's an odd size to have 1.25 carats. I think they might be almost 1.5 carats. So, but look at that for Moissanite in gold frame, sterling silver, and the basket style mountings, silicone clutch. If you're in the market for Moissanite studs, you're going to have to fight for these because those are the only ones that we have left. We only had 2 pairs of Moissanite studs. That's the only pair we have left. These are green turquoise. I'm not going to say much. I'm just going to say I bought these for myself years ago at a gem show. I really wanted to string them. I wanted to wear them. And unfortunately, I never got around to it. So now they're for sale. They're just temporarily strung on fishing line. But these came from the international show, I believe in Columbus. And these are green turquoise. And one of them is chipped. So this one right here is like half of a bead. So you would just take that out of there and pretty much either cut that down or throw it away. But definitely something that I absolutely love. Very heavy though. Those are very, very, very heavy. This is a Levion ring. I'd shown this maybe, I think about 6 or 7 months ago in one of my short feeds. And a lot of requests for this. And all of these will come gift box, as you see here. We just like to have a nice presentation for our people. This is about an 8.5 to 8 3/4. It is not a 9. If you're a 9, it will not fit. But look at that kind of interlocking, almost snake-like form. Blue diamonds, candlelight diamonds, or champagne diamonds, and then white diamonds. And I think that is, did I say Levion? I think it is. I hope I said Levion. I think I did, but that is a Levion. And if you look that one up, boy, is that an expensive ring. Look at the craft of how they put those stones down in there in that pave. I love to get up close. And yeah, I don't know what else to say about it besides absolutely beautiful. This one is the Judy Lee version of the dragon bracelet. Now, Har made this as well. H-A-R made this bracelet as well. But this is the Judy Lee version of the bracelet. It's signed down in here, right there. Judy Lee. What's great about this is in really good condition. Normally, these are very messed up. So this unclasps right here when you push down on this, and then that hinge is open. Now there is a spring hinge. There is a spring hinge to open that up and get that on, but then you have to push this little tab down like this and lock that in place. See how that's snapped in there and it's locked in there? That is normally broken as well. So this is a rare survivor. First of all, hard to find anyway, really hard to find in good condition. And look at that tonality of that kind of spray painted gold surface with that oxidized kind of antique white. This is just an incredible costume jewelry bracelet. So as you can see in my sales, I go from contemporary to antique, and I go from fine to costume. So I went from a dragon bracelet from the later 60s to an 1830s 18 karat gold watch key. These are incredibly difficult to find. When you find these are normally really, 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 really messed up. So when you push on this end, it opens up the watch key down here. So you can see that edge where that watch key would be. This would be a wind watch from very early. That is a banded agate and another banded agate there. Solid 18 karat gold. And look at that kind of applique of the metal surface. Very rare survivor. Incredibly rare. This was in my collection of Georgian jewelry, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna let some of these pieces go to see if people would respond to something of this age and rarity. So very unusual. If you Google these, you'll see some results that you will be staggered by. If a gentleman or, you know, a lady collector has a pocket watch of this era and needs this watch key, this is worth tons of money. But that's the 18 karat gold hallmark and definitely was tested to be solid 18 karat gold. Very rare survivor. Absolutely love that. Never had it out for sale before. This one is one of the Moissanite rings, and I think I only have 2 Moissanites in this sale. So this is the GRA Moissanite certificate, and it's got the paperwork and the card down in here, and they grade the stones. And this one, look at that for a Moissanite. And you know why I picked this. I picked this for several reasons, but you know I picked this for the mounting more than anything. So this is a size 6.5 sterling silver and Moissanite. Again, you either love Moissanite or you don't. There's no in between. There's a lot of feelings on Moissanite. I would say a strong 75% of my customers absolutely have always loved Moissanite throughout the years. And I think even maybe it's more like 80% now. Absolutely love it. It's just another stone. And it's not a diamond simulant. I don't know why people keep saying that. Now it could replace a diamond. You know, it looks like a diamond, but look at the scintillation. More than a diamond. There's a real diamond and there's a Moissanite. And look at the scintillation difference. The depth of color is also more saturated in a Moissanite. Not trying to upsell it, just trying to call it what it is. Keeping things very transparent and very, very real. And thank you, Jeremy. So, Jeremy, how you feeling today?
Good.
You feeling good? Yeah. Good. Maybe this is, I think I do have, I have 3 Moissanite. Oh, and 2 lab-created diamonds. So this is another Moissanite. This is the 3 stone. Sorry, I misspoke. This is another Moissanite. Didn't realize that I grabbed it. And then after this one, I think there's only 1 more in this sale, and then I have only 1 more on my desk. So I only have 4 left, and I think 3 made it into this sale. This is a size 9. It's the 3 stone, and absolutely wonderful. The center stone in this one is 3/4 of a carat, so again, very believable. So if you want a very believable ring and more delicate, not as flashy, that's the ring for you. This I love. I'm very partial to this piece. And I did have to pay up for this because I bought this at an estate sale. And I just fell in love with this. And I said to Jeremy, I have to have this. And he said, okay. He said, do it. This is either 14 or 18 karat gold. I think it's 14 karat. It's white and yellow with little bezel set diamond eyes. This is a necklace slider. And it's a frog. And I fell in love. And it's on a 14 karat gold cable chain. So that is a 14 karat gold cable chain. And it was in this old envelope. So I'm just going to leave it in there and we'll send it to you in there. Jeremy, is that okay if we send it in there? Okay, because you do all the shipping and I'm not going to say something if you don't agree. But Jeremy said yes. And that is, look at how cute the frog is. Solid 14 karat gold. And I did pay up for it because the price of gold was up. And I don't know. I had to keep it safe. I couldn't let it get melted down. So you get it in that nice little folio. And I think that goes in a bag. Yep, thank you, Jeremy. And then this one, Jeremy handed me this one. Ooh, Jeremy handed me this one. Let's do this one next. I don't like it in the red box, so I'm going to ditch the box for right now. Because look at that beautiful blue. I have always said be careful when you display things because that doesn't work really well. I would have preferred to have seen it in maybe like maybe a yellow or an off-white color box. Enough of that. But look at the center stone. Do you know what you're looking at? You do because you've watched my videos on my channel. That is a genuine blue zircon, and that is approximately, I would guess it to be about 2.5 carat. That is top gem color in a natural blue zircon. If you don't have a zircon in your collection, might I recommend this ring? And the only reason why is because in inventory right now, I only have 4 zircon rings. 3 are blue and 1 is clear. So if you're looking for a blue zircon, now's your chance. I think this is 10 karat gold. And this one is, as I drop it, this one is a 7. So that comes in at a 7. Yeah, look at the blue with the yellow, like I just said. Let's look at that for a minute. So check that out. And the surround stones, I'm not sure. I thought they were apatite at first. They might not be, but those are little diamonds. I think, let's see here. Yeah, those were little tiny diamonds. But look at the blue zircon, how that looks like a blue diamond. So if you Google blue zircon or look it up online, you will see that it has the scintillation and fire of a diamond. Now it is a softer stone, so I would just say, please don't wear that every day. Please wear it like maybe once a week or just on the weekends when you're not working. Please don't wear it gardening. Please don't wear it rock climbing. Please don't wear it while you're rock climbing Mount Everest. Please don't. It's not meant to hold up. And then Jeremy handed me this one and said, will you please do this one next? And I said, okay, I will. So, and he was flagging me down with his hands because he loves this one. And you see why. Those are yellow diamonds. Let me make sure those, okay. So they might be, let's see here. I wish I had my loop. That might be mounted in yellow gold and they might be clear diamonds. Those might be white diamonds, but let's do this. A double halo in diamonds. I think those little ones are yellow. That is a Tanzanite in the center. And for wearability on a ring, this is probably one of the smartest Tanzanite rings I've seen. Look at those diamonds down the shoulders, very small. So this frame, although sparkly and fancy, it absolutely focuses on that center stone. So it's kind of the showpiece. And Jeremy's shaking his head like, yes. Did you see the color of that? Mm-hmm. Look at how beautiful. Did you see the surround? Mm-hmm. Absolutely beautiful. I think this one's 14 or 18 karat. So I'll double check that, but it's at least 14. And the mounting. We always look at the profile to see the thickness of the shank system. That is a size, I almost forgot the size. That's a size 6. So that comes in at an exact size 6. If you're in the market for a Tanzanite ring, don't let that pass you up because to be honest with you, I cannot replace that you'd have to pay me 3 times what I'm going to sell it for to replace it today. And love it in that box, by the way. We'll just do that. Thank you, Jeremy. And then I guess this one, oh, do you remember this one? Do you remember? Look. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that? Yeah. Where did we get it? Don Scott from that little elderly lady. Remember how cute she was? And I bought that Avisofer necklace from her. What was her name? And her husband was with her. Remember, they had artwork. Mm-hmm. They had like beautiful art prints. And so what pulled me into this lady's booth, this beautiful lady, was her artwork set up because I buy so much 2-dimensional art and both to, collect and resell. And she had this in a case. And it was in a little ring box. And I knew it was going to be way too much money. I just knew that she knew it was a diamond and a huge gold mounting and custom made. This is almost a size 7. So don't get carried away and think you're going to get that on if you're a 7. See how it's leaning on the mandrel? That's about the highest you're going to go is 6 3/4. It's probably more comfortable at a 6.5 because the width of the band. So check out the diamond though. I think a 1/2 carat. Didn't I figure it, Jeremy, at a 1/2 on this one? Yeah, this is about a 1/2 carat, but look at the color and quality of the center stone. So if you're in the market for a 1/2 carat in a big wide gold band that's vintage, good color and good clarity, nice symmetry in that stone. See that it doesn't window when you move it around? Watch windowing in diamonds because it does happen. Thank you, Jeremy. This one was in a haul video. This is the Fuller Brush Company service pin. 2 small diamonds, really nice service pin, 10 karat gold filled, original screw on the back. And a lot of people collect these service pins now. So I think that's Fuller Brush Company with that electric cobalt enamel. Love that one. This one was a replay from, I think, 2 sales ago. And again, we had a couple requests. And I said to them, yes, we'll bring it back. No problem. I don't want anyone to ever feel left out. If you can't afford one of the bigger stones, neither can I at this point. So that's why I bring on the moderate size stones. This is a 5 3/4. This is a 45 point diamond solitaire, and the color and quality is great. I would say probably a GH in color and probably a VS2 or an SI1 because the clarity is so good. And check out the mounting. Look how that leads up to that center stone. So whoever asked for that, I hope you come to the sale because that definitely needs a new home. And I did mark it like crazy low. Did you see the price on that one, Jeremy? Mm-hmm. I know. He's like, what are you doing? We need to make some money, darn it. This is 10 karat gold. And a lot of people have asked for lockets. And you normally don't find these in gold. Let's see if we have anyone on the inside. I can't get this open right now. I'm going to struggle. I should probably pause the video while I struggle to get this open. Jeremy, we do have some people inside. What you thinking today, Jeremy? Anything?
Not much.
No. This is 10 karat gold, and it does have both fitters, and I'm gonna leave those in there. I don't want to take them out, but that's 10 karat gold. Normally these are gold filled, but look at the double heart, and very lovely, very affordable. This one. So I had said that I had 2 lab-created diamonds in the sale, and I want to make sure I'm telling the truth. Yes, 2 lab-created, and this is the second. Look at that pear shape, lab-created, and it comes with the rose gold guard. So you have the engagement ring. So there's the engagement ring, and there's the guard. So you get both, and those are lab-created diamonds, absolutely through and through. But look at the color and clarity of that. So that's way up the color chart, by the way. That is a size 5 1/4, almost a 5 1/2. So if you're in the market to try and, what do I say? Save thousands of dollars by getting a diamond that is exactly a diamond, that looks exactly like a diamond, but that is grown in a lab rather than in the ground. There you go. And I finally gave in last week, and Jeremy knows this. I did buy myself a lab-created diamond. It's small, but I did decide to invest in one, and I said, I want one. So there you go. And now I'm into pear shapes, by the way. So Jeremy saw my rings today, and he said, excuse me. And I said, oh, it's been put away for a long time. So, but he had never seen it. And he goes, what is that? I said, nothing. I said, nothing. Just, just fancy. That's all it is. And then, yeah, all I say is on this one, I love the halo design and that you can take that out of there. Look at the gallery underneath there. I'm glad that I'm taking my time today because you know what? I've noticed in these previews when I sound annoyed, it's because I'm rushing and I don't want to rush ever. I want to get this done the right way. This one we don't have to do, Jeremy. We can skip this one. We have to leave some surprises. Oh, and we didn't get in that bag yet, did we? No, we didn't. This is a rhinestone brooch I decided to bring. This is in one of my other videos, and it was missing a stone. I don't remember which stone it was missing, but it was missing a stone. Look at those yellow plastic leaves. For a vintage rhinestone pin, a lot of people have said, can you bring on some more affordable rhinestone? If you ask, I will do whatever you ask on our channel. And Jeremy, thanks for allowing me to host my sales on your channel.
Sure.
I really appreciate that. How's it going with content for you? What are you thinking about making for content, Jeremy? Tell them.
Well, right now I'm kind of in the middle of getting ready for my inspection, so
with the trailer,
yeah,
to get your license.
I've kind of been a little bit more leaning on getting that done first, so I haven't really had a whole lot of time to process.
Sure, that's understandable. But yeah, don't you have to get it done every year, the trailer?
Yep.
Yeah, and you've never had a problem? Never, not even once. Because you're like such the clean freak with it. Do you remember that first time you pulled in and they were just so impressed with you?
Yeah.
They were like blown away because they couldn't believe that trailer. They talked about it for a long time. This one's Victorian, everyone, with the little garnet in the center. And I thought it was just very sweet. It's gold filled. I just really like it. That's about 1870. And then from the same collection came these. These are gold filled. These are foiled glass. They are not opal. So those are foiled glass. I covered it in the video. And then these are in the probably, it's either glass or maybe aventurine. So aventurine or glass, but definitely not jade. And I believe those are just gold filled. So they are signed something brothers. I don't remember. It didn't matter to me. They're just affordable. Oh, and those are a size. That's a 4, and that is but they're both about a 4. So if you have a smaller ring size and you like vintage rings or almost antique rings, that is for you. This is the fire opal. I guess I could say Mexican. Do you want to say Mexican windowed opal? That's what I would go with because there's just the window and that kind of matrix. But look at that color. Electric blue, lime green. This is a much smaller scale ring. I did polish it a little bit because there was some green by the solder seams. And the metal was very kind of yellow and murky. It did test as sterling, and it is solid sterling silver. It's a size 8. And everyone had saw it in the live, and I said I wasn't going to buy this today. But a lot of people in the business have said to me, can you bring on some smaller scale pieces? And I'm like, well, I love things like this. So, smaller scale is not a thing for me. But again, I buy things for everyone. I've said to Jeremy time and time again, you can't just buy the things you like, because if you did, you'd be out of business. This is Sarda, so we went from that smaller scale to much larger scale. This is Sarda, the dragonflies, that doublet stone, so it is a clear quartz cab over something. I don't know what the something is, but this is a larger size. This is a size 12. So that is a much larger size ring, but wonderful, wonderful. I've loved kind of that Sarda look now of that ornateness, but not too much. Just enough detail and signed on the inside. Look at that crossed bamboo on the inside. And I was taught in school to always think about the back of things. So look at that. Yeah, I wish it fit here, because if it did, I probably wouldn't be selling it. So there you go for Sarda. This one, we don't have to do that one again, Jeremy. We'll leave that out for right now. Oh, we'll just leave it here. And then this is a cool paperweight. This came off of my desk. And why I brought this one on was the color of it. And this is an antique. This is very, very early. I'm not sure the maker on this, but this is a very old paperweight. And I loved the detail work of those flowers and that really lush green. So that came off of my desk, and I thought, we're going to throw in a small thing here and there because I just have so much of it. And I have boxes of it for the show system and the show circuit. Because I might not be doing shows that frequently, I thought, I'm going to start selling them. This was in one of my live feeds, and this is now 100% aquamarine, absolutely aquamarine beads all the way through and through. I thought it was either aqua or fluorite. These are aquamarine, and this is by Stour. It's signed on the clasp right there. It is a gold-plated clasp, highly adjustable. And what I liked about this is I liked everything about it. I like the size, I like the polish, I like the natural inclusions. On blue, look how that picks up the blue on blue. Do you see that? So I always tell people, watch what you wear things on, because see how these beads pick up the color of the fabric because they're transparent? Then when you put it on white, watch how pastel it goes. Look at it go, pastel. Instead of royal, it goes pastel. So again, take a screenshot of that and then wear it on darker blue to go more royal. Look at that. It picks up the color because of the fabric that it's on. Very wearable, very versatile. This one does have a chip. So that bead towards the back of the necklace does have a chip out of it. But I want to be transparent so you know. But if you wear your hair down, guess what? It covers that because it's right at the back of the necklace. At least it's not up front. If it bothers you, take this apart, rebead it. You'll have more than enough length that you won't have to compromise that. But look at those internal inclusions for aquamarine. See how like seafoam greenish that goes? And then sky blue. See that seafoam green into sky blue? Wonderful colors. Wonderful, wonderful. I should buckle that in. And that's in the original folder. Jeremy, can we send that one with it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pause for a minute because I am going to get a drink. Give me 1 second, everyone. I'll be right back. Hey, Jeremy, thanks again for helping.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it very much. And I just looked at him. I said, we are flying through this. This is a bivalve, and this is very old. One side was re-glued. I don't know which one was re-glued into its mounting. Jeremy, should we go for lunch?
Yes.
I think we should. Are we going to go to the fam? I think we should. Let's go to the fam. Let's get fancy. This is the bivalve shell purse, and it would have been on an old silver chain. I didn't really want to sell this, and I said to myself, am I ever going to wear it? And the answer was no, but I was fascinated with this. This is an old one. I would say, oh, I see where it was re-glued. See the glue residue that someone had glued that back in? See, there's glue residue there. Anyways, I would say construction and seam. That's pre-1900. Absolutely pre-1900. I don't know by how much. There's that. Thank you, Jeremy. And then these are two little Victorian pieces. The little padlock here. And this does open. So this you push this down. Let's see. Why are my hands not working today? Let's see here. You push that down, and that does open up. So you got to push the little button, and then that snaps in and locks. So that is a padlock. Push the little button, and it opens. And then this one's just a little locket with a heart. But that's Victorian. And I think that, yeah, it's got a little, like, cotton ball inside for scent. So they would put scent on that. And that's got a little sparrow. So the padlock and the locket go together. You know, Jeremy, let's take this out. And we'll put those in. There was like a little, I always keep my little earring backs when I find them. So that's a little gold earring back. So that will not go in that lot because I need those. This one, ooh, let's not do that one because I almost mixed them up. You caught me, Jeremy. And thank you so much for helping. This one is a size 7, right on the nose, a size 7. And this one is the last Moissanite. And this one was a fancier mounting, vermeil sterling silver, approximately, I believe, a 1 carat. Right, spot on 1 carat. Might be just over a carat. But look at that for Moissanite. Let me get the yellow out from underneath it and really let that stone sing. Absolutely gorgeous scintillation. And let's go in close. A lot of Moissanites go yellow, and a lot of Moissanites have some problems inside of the stone. And I found one when I was purchasing these, and I looked at my mom and I said, I'm not buying this one. She said, what's wrong with it? And I showed her with the loop, and she goes, oh, but it had these 5 marks on the inside of the stone towards the culet that nobody else would have seen. They were very equidistant, and I said to her, something's wrong with the way the stone was made. And so, not in the cutting, but the way the stone was made. So, of course, that was a pass. But I hand select everything. That's all I can say. And, you know, I told Jeremy, and we're just different. We don't order anything offline. I don't ever remember ordering a thing that we sell offline. We just don't do it. We don't have to. And I want to touch the things that, I want to touch the things that we purchase. This one is a size 5. And this one was on consignment, and we're bringing it back one more time. Look at that for a European. That's an emerald cut diamond. Emerald cut diamond, 14 karat gold, and has nothing to do with European cut. I slipped there. This is a gorgeous stone, that's all I can say. Custom made 14 karat gold mounting. And I think, Jeremy, do I have a carat weight on the bag? I thought I put a little carat weight on the bag if you could look. Because normally I'll put like a point system. Probably about 20 points. I think it's about a 20 pointer. And I'm pretty sure, but that's a beautiful emerald cut. And you know with emerald cuts, they need to be really clean and really white or they look terrible. That one goes in there. Now, Jeremy, if you could just move this over here so that I don't confuse them, then just let me know to hand them back to you. Mm-hmm. So this came in from the pawn shop that I went to. And these are hand-selected because, again, I want to make sure that I'm getting you, let's see here, unusual and highly affordable. These are 4 incredible Tanzanites in a very sculptural sterling mounting. I do not polish my silver. I never do. I never will. And this is a size 7 and very, very, very sculptural. I love the way the metal twists the light and pushes the light through those Tanzanites. Wonderful ring, very comfortable on, very smooth on the hand. Then there's this one. This was in, most of these were in a live feed that I did just the other day, and that's how quick I process the things. I bought these on Wednesday. And yeah, I bought them on Wednesday and they're already being thrown into this preview that's airing on Sunday. So that's how fast sometimes I'll flip some stuff. This is 18 karat gold. The bezel is 18 karat gold. That is Amlite. Amlite, and it comes from the ammonite fossil. That is amylite. And I love the lime green into the orange and the red. Top color in amylite, and really beautifully done. Fully signed on the back with the 18 karat gold mark and sterling silver. I loved that they stepped that off of here. Now watch this. There's another version coming up, and I love that eye shape of that serpent or dragon or mystical beast of an eye shape. Absolutely love it. Very talisman, very protective. This one is about a 7.5. So that one is about a 7.5. And again, I don't shove these down on the mandrel and go, this is an 8, and you get it and you're like, no, it's not. It won't fit. That's about a 7.5. That's about as close as we're going to get on the mandrel. So I meant to say the Barbara mandrel. All right, Jeremy's already looking at me. Now, the other one that I wanted, Jeremy, is the other eye-shaped one, if you don't mind. If you could grab me that one for like the comparison. And Jeremy's just, here, I'll do this one in between. Jeremy, you can find it. This is a size 9. This is Orpaz Israeli. It's the beautiful Paisley Intaglio spinner ring. It's like an eye shape, Jeremy. Like a, hold on, let's see here. It's like an eye shape. It's in the bag somewhere. And thank you, Jeremy. So this is Orpaz Israeli, and this is a size 9 with the spinners on the outside. It's that embossed paisley. Absolutely cool. And look how they flared this. So it's so comfortable on. You don't even know. It's like silk. You don't even notice you have it on. It's really beautifully done. And what I like about it is it follows the contour of the finger. Follows that contour really well. All right, so there we go on the Orpaz, and that is Israeli sterling silver. Thank you, Jeremy, for getting that ready. So why I had Jeremy get this is because I wanted you to see this one they soldered onto the band rather than step it off the band. So I'm not sure which people will like more. I like the finish on this metal, and this bezel is 14 karat gold. Now those two rings were not made by the same person. These rings were made by different people. These were not made by the same designer, but that is an amylite as well. That is a size 7 exact, wide sterling silver band, and that look at that eye, that mystical, magical eye-shaped amylite. And it's got that red, green, kind of opal flash to it. Wonderful. Really competes with opal and fire agate and complements opal and fire agate. Doesn't necessarily just compete. Sterling silver, and I think just easy. I did buy this where there was some moissanite in the collection that came into the pawn shop. And this is a 7.25. I don't know if this is just crystal or if it could be moissanite. I'm pricing it as crystal. And look at the way those stones are so carefully set all the way down. Wonderful mounting, great and highly believable once again. So don't wear your diamond to the gym. Just throw this on and go to the gym. So if you lose it, you wouldn't be devastated. This is unusual. Wish I had my neck form to show this better. You gotta trust me on this. Hopefully I have my neck form the night of the sale. These are table cut diamonds, and there are 11 table cut diamonds that are bezel set, open back bezel set, table cut diamonds, and they are like a steel gray. Jeremy, would you consider, in the way you look at that those are like a silver gray? Would you say that those are like a silvery gray color, metallic? Yes. And then the metal is like a strawberry gold rhodium. Mm-hmm. So I love to double check with Jeremy because he sees things differently than I do. And those are like a steel gray, and they're table cut diamonds. And a very delicate necklace, but there's 11 of them. So let me lay that down and kind of pull it into the frame there. There's 11 of them. They dance and sparkle and shimmer and shake because they're mounted in bezels that are open back. And just moving this just a little bit, watch, just moving this bottom thing. Look at that, the way it throws the light around. Absolutely wonderful. Not an upsell, but I will tell you this much. If I didn't have one in my collection, I would not be selling this. And mine is silver tone, and that one is like strawberry gold. My diamonds are slightly smaller in mine than that one. Thank you, Jeremy. And we're going to put those in that bag. Yeah, in that bag. There we go. Sterling silver, 14 karat gold, all sterling silver hand fabricated. 14 karat gold, solid 14 karat gold balls that are trapped in amongst that kind of pod form. And then that is artist signed here, 14 karat gold in sterling. The artist mark, I cannot make it out for the life of me. I have tried so hard to read this and I just can't make it out. Can't do it. This is not familiar to me as a form. Look at when you look at them straight on the ear. So straight on, they look like lines. They look like tapered lines. When you turn your head, look at how they open up into that pod-like form. Very unusual. The oxidation is very unusual too. It's like a celery green. I do not want to polish these. I just feel like if they're polished, magic has just vanished right off the surface. I won't do it. Thank you, Jeremy. This one is, let's do this one, Jeremy. Let's hold this one let's hold this one for the next sale. Let's hold this one for the next sale. He just handed me an incredible ring that I'm like, let's wait. This one is turquoise. You could just leave it on the desk, Jeremy, but we'll put it in the next sale. This one is turquoise and sterling silver. Absolutely beautifully done. Very old. Navajo for sure. Not a stabilized stone. Look at that matrix that runs through it. Absolutely natural matrix. Love that sunk down mounting with that strong bezel and then that framework. Look how thick the shank is there. Incredible ring. Absolutely wonderful. Size 7 on that one. Really well done though. Absolutely love it. Don't know what else to say about it. Love the oxidation. These are bronze. I wasn't going to buy them because I thought they were too heavy. My mom went over and I said, I'm not going to get them because they're too heavy. And she said, she's very sensitive to earrings and how heavy they are. She said, nope, you got to get them. She said, they're wonderful. And no, they're not that heavy. So labradorite. And we talk about labradorite frequently. I've always been the most seduced when it stays blue. I don't know why, that's just me. This says lush and royal. Look how they chose those two stones, almost completely mated pair. Those are bronze. The earring wires and the large kind of thick backs, I think, are bronze. Absolutely wonderful, though. I did it for color and for chatoyance. I said to myself, if I saw them at a gem show, I would scarf them up. I would absolutely scarf those up. So wonderful. And then this hinged bangle bracelet. I love the interlacing design. Very conservative, very everyday wear. And look at the size of that diamond. It is a natural diamond. Solid sterling silver, locking mechanism on the side that works really well. Opens and snaps right shut. I always let my people see. Then you got to push this down to get it open, but snaps shut and really stays closed very well. Love the thickness of that. You can sense that you have it on. Not too heavy, but you can sense that you have it on. And this one. So I think I made another error because this came in late. This is the pawn shop. These are moissanite. Those are half carat. And my advantage to this is it has the original tag from JTV. So sterling silver, really fantastic mounting, and was never worn. Absolutely never worn. And really fantastic. Those are half carat moissanite, and size 6. So there we go. Made to look old, made to look vintage. Absolutely love that too. So that's going to come. That will come to the sale, and hopefully I didn't put in too many moissanites. This is because I know what'll happen. Then people say I really want one, and then I'll say I don't have any. It's the way it always works, but it's okay. I'll always try and find more. 5.5, size 5.5. This was completely crushed. The shank system was completely crushed when I bought this, and I mean crushed. And I reformed this on one of the lives. I rehammered this and showed you how to hammer and planish that to get these straightened out. And that is Navajo. Very old ring. Size 5.5. Very old. Not stabilized turquoise. Very unusual turquoise color. Very just classy. I wish I could show you this differently because this is not going to read great. It's not going to read well because I don't have a neck form to put this on as I continue to spin it around and struggle and not get frustrated because nothing's going to bother me today. I wish I had a little piece of cotton because these gemstones want to hide when you tip this because they're fully articulated. So those gemstones that are down in there, they're all there. You got to trust me on this one. As I fumble with it, I'm not going to get frustrated. Not at all. I'm just going to say, you'll have to trust my judgment. Those little stones shimmer and shake inside of that kind of honeycomb network or fish scale design. Blue topaz, genuine amethyst, wonderful sunshine citrine, dark, rich red garnet, beautiful limey peridot. What else do you need me to say besides wonderful because it fully articulates? And look at this triple strand sterling silver chain that it's on. Triple strand sterling silver with an adjustment at the back so you can adjust how you want to wear it. Really fantastic. You got to trust me on that when it's on, those stones really dance and go crazy. This is a garnet ring. It's kind of in that waterfall or cascade. My mother helped me pick this out. We were looking through the rings and she said, what about this one? And I said, yep, put it on the pile. I didn't even really look at it that close until I got home. Got it all cleaned up. Beautiful sterling mounting, very dynamic design, wide without being too big, genuine deep red garnet and sterling silver, and that is again a size 6.5, just so you know. Thank you, Jeremy. And then this one, let's see here. I think this is Bella Luce. There was quite a few Bellas at the pawn shop. I only chose this one because the cushion cut stone got me, but then how they paired it with those kind of tapered shoulders and then that very narrow channel of stones made it look very believable. So when I do these kind of diamond replacement rings, the reason why I pick them in is their craft and they're very beautifully made and wonderfully finished. But why wouldn't you want this? I have quite a few in my collection that I've kept over the years because you can't replace them now for a decent price. Yes, you can still find them, of course, but again, cushion cut on this one. I think there were there's about maybe 40 rings that looked like this, and I said, just one, just this one. Cushion cut, that's going to speak to someone. Someone's going to say, look at that mounting and look at that stone. I believe that's Bella. I do. And this one is signed. Thought it was Lori Bond, I think. Signed Lori Bond, sterling silver, genuine amethyst, and I loved the light lavender of that amethyst. Usually I go much, much darker than that for an amethyst. I loved that kind of pastel color. Large without being overscale, hand fabricated sterling silver, fully articulating to give a lot of motion while you wear it on a wonderful box chain. I do not polish my silver. I will not polish my silver. And so many people that come to my sales respect that and they say, thank you for not polishing it. This is Osh Grossbart. This is Osh Grossbart, size 6, high-end designer. If you look this ring up, take a screenshot. I think the cheapest it goes for is like $148, I think is the cheapest. I found it up to like $275. Mother of pearl black onyx inlay, gemstone on top of gemstone with wide silver border, and then 18 karat gold wire applied to the surface. It's not plated. That's solid 18 karat gold wire around that. And then also when you go in on this 18 karat gold wire there, and then when you look at the maker's mark, there we go. Right there is the maker's mark for Osh Grossbart. If you're not familiar with Osh Grossbart, look it up because some of their pieces in their gold line, they're thousands of dollars. So you get a really high-end designer look. This ring probably shouldn't be sized. It is a size 6. I would not recommend sizing that because you'd have to take those stones out and get them back in. It would be a nightmare. Everyone in the chat the evening I had this in one of my lives in my pawn shop finds in the last live that I did while the airing of this video anyway. This is a size 6 and this is Kelstein cord. This is Kelstein cord. It is signed down in here and it's signed, let's see if I face it in the right direction. No, that might be, there we go. There we go. There it is. and it's 14 karat gold, sterling silver, made in 2004. Look at the thickness of this metal, solid sterling, and look at that giant domed solid 14 karat gold in the center. That says, hello, I am a sapphire that will or I am a sunflower that will never die. I am a sunflower that never needs watered. I say on that one, exactly a 6. Do not go over a 6. Look how tight that is. I'd say 5 3/4 to be safe. See how that leans more towards the 5? So I'd say 5 3/4. Could you shove it on a 6? I'm sure you could. Would I recommend it? No, but I'd say a 5 3/4 for sure. See where that comes in on the mandrel? Absolutely. Yep, I say wonderful. We're going to beat retail by a mile on that one. There you go. And then, Jeremy, I think this goes with this box, I think. I think that goes in that box. All right, now on to the consignment. Here we go. So the consignor sent in from Missouri. You've all loved the consignment from Missouri. We're just going to go at this point and go, and no measurements, no weights. This is solid sterling silver. Why does this not want to lay down right? Oh, because it's soldered weird. So that should be, there should be a jump ring in between the deer and the bracelet. That's just weird. So that's wonky. So that needs to be addressed there. I would just take that off of there. Anyways, solid sterling silver. Fantastic. Look at the bracelet. Absolutely wonderful. One jump ring. So I would put a heart charm on there. That little guy's just not wanting to be on there. I don't think I would leave that on there because that sure is pokey because it's the wrong direction. All right. I don't know. Don't get it. But I should have looked at that first and taken that little guy off of there. So we'll just put that there. These are pearl, cultured pearl and sterling silver, Japanese. They're likely Akoya. Japanese. Look at the quality of these pearls. Color and luster off the charts. Look how you can see a perfect ring light in those. Wonderful screwbacks. Japanese, cultured pearl earrings. Absolutely timeless in a way. A lucite or resin filled, probably resin filled on this one. Careful with the table, Jeremy, because we are starting to bubble the camera a little bit. Solid sterling silver, poured resin with little flowers underneath. Great pendant, very wearable. Thank you, Jeremy, because I'll tell you, I'm the one that hears about the baubles on the camera. Sergio Bustamante. I don't know the material used in this. I would guess some sort of ceramic. Could it be a resin, a poured? Sure. This is in the last preview sort, and I was going to sell it online because the consignor told me, sell these pieces where you want to sell them, where you feel comfortable. And I want to bring it on to all of you before I go to list it anywhere else. Signed, Sergio Bustamante, sterling silver, pin and pendant both. Very directional with this man in the moon and then this person pointing in that boat that is actually a bird. 2 birds facing in the opposite direction. Look how directional that bird, the guy pointing, and then the moon facing in that direction, and this bird back here going, no, I'm going to look this way. I'm going to be the guardian of the back of the boat. And then why would you have a lion in with all the passengers? Absolutely gorgeous. Talk about nature and balance of life. So much to say there. Absolutely wonderful. Shows that humans and animals can get along, and I just love that. Great story there. This is going to go as a lot. I don't need to say much. All floral, all sterling silver, maple leaf with earrings, an orchid, and another orchid. So that's going to sell as a lot. And Jeremy, you can just... on that one, you don't have to put them back in there. You can just put it back in the bag, but you don't have to you don't have to put all the little bags in there because that'll get frustrating during the sale. And I really need to move this sale along. Can you imagine how many things we have? No, you're already looking at me like, do we have too many? The answer is probably yes, but that's okay. We're going to do it. These are 925 signed. Love the hammered texture of these. Very cool for clips. Very cool for earrings. Hollow formed, but really well done. Love that planished surface. I've always loved that it looks hammered, but technically it's planished. I wasn't sure on this one of the age, and I do not think this is sterling. I every time I've had these, they've never wound up being sterling because they are plated. But that's a nice little rattling. Looks like a gnome of some sort. Yeah, gnome or an elf. And it's a rattle, but I just don't think that that is sterling. No indicator marks on the top there. I will scratch test that. I'm going to say I'm 80% sure that that's not silver. A very delicate and nice vintage charm bracelet. If you're looking for smaller scale charm bracelet with very small scale charms, this is for you. I'll go a little bit by the charms. Most of these are sterling. Some are not now that I'm looking at them. Some are just plated. There's a little holster. Isn't that cool? And then, yeah, that little cart or little dolly. Very cool on a sterling chain. Some of those are not sterling charms. Just so we're clear on that. I don't know which ones are, which ones are not. I don't know. This one I looked at. This is a Napier hair ornament. So it's a barrette that goes in the hair. And this is by Napier Sterling, sign down here, a very cool retro bow. And then see that kind of like little zigzag metal. So that kind of holds that in place in the hair. And it's this stylized bow. Sterling silver Napier, highly unusual. You don't see them very often. And I used to have a lady that would come local and always buy every sterling barrette that I had. These are from Israel. These are sterling silver. They are hollow formed with wax on the inside. These are electroformed, very large scale, but super lightweight. Very, very cool with that kind of open banana leaf form. Love that kind of cascade style. And love how they open that up and articulate it in there rather than just the solidness of that at the top. Clip backs, ready to go. Very wearable. Thank you, Jeremy. This I loved, loved, loved. Really thought about asking her, could I keep that? But we're going to sell it. Very handsome and very wise elephant. Really well done. Hollow formed. Great large bail on the top. And well balanced when it's on. So it leans a little bit upright, which is great. But it's very balanced. A lot of times these are not, but that's a lovely charm. Perfect for a necklace. There was more in that one. Right. So Jeremy, okay, you're working on that one. I thought so. Because Photographic Memory Jones over here, you can't get much by me. This is wonderful sterling silver screwback earrings. And I don't know what else to say besides for a long time I couldn't sell screwbacks, and all of a sudden every time I bring them they sell out. Very lightweight but still robust. Still robust. Can they go in there? Right. Or they that? No, you want that there. And then these I'm going to sell together. I was going to sell them separately and I decided no. We're going to sell two pairs of really nice sterling silver hoop earrings. So those are going to go together as a lot. So you'll get very lovely, very robust, very nice weight sterling silver hoop earrings. Other sellers, they'd sell them separate. Nope, not going to do it. Not interested. This one is an old, very old school, old time. I think probably, I was going to say about a 7.5. I'm going to say Navajo construction, sawtooth commercial bezel, the little raindrops, like the stamping, but I love the oxidation on the metal and on those mellow green stones. Really cool. They looked like malachite, but those are most certainly turquoise. Absolutely turquoise. And again, very wearable, large, but not oversized. Not like the big dramatic ones. Very wearable, very cool. Two pendants I'm selling together. Don't want to say too much. Signed sterling, has a sterling slide. And then I believe this is resin. There is no way a turquoise could literally be poured into a mounting. And people always say to me, well, isn't that turquoise? And I go, if you want to sell it as turquoise, go ahead. I'm going to sell it as what it is. It's poured epoxy. I've seen this several times lately, and I'm like, oh, I wish people would just kind of go, I'm not sure what it is, rather than saying it's turquoise. I wish they'd say, I'm not sure. That's a legit thing. If you're not sure, just say it. But you don't have to, nope, not going to go there. All right, on to, I love those pendants, by the way. Very wearable. I can't worry about everybody else. I gotta worry about myself. These are sterling silver. Let's see and make sure. I'm not going to say what the blue stone is. I'm going to leave that alone. but definitely onyx, sterling silver. And then, Jeremy, do you remember that one lady was like, why don't you say what some of the stones are?
Yeah.
And I'm like, because I don't want to return. I'm smarter than that. For very inexpensive earrings, I don't want to say what the stones are and then have someone, pissed off because they get something that it's not. If I'm not sure, I'll say I'm not sure. And if someone else is sure, that's all well and great. You can be sure as much as you want. Been doing this a long time. And with that comes great experience of staying out of problems, is what I'll say, and avoiding, returns. We have yet to have a return. I think this is our 18th sale, 18th, 19th. These are all butterflies. I think this one could be plated. Something going on here with this metal that I'm just not a fan of. No, it's signed here. No. See, I'm not a fan of this pin back. This is plated. That could be sterling. It is signed underneath here. I'll take a look. I don't like this pin back. This says I am not sterling. This could be sterling, and then that could be soldered down additionally. That does not read as sterling to me, but that could be. So we'll look underneath there, but a grouping of butterflies. And then we don't have much more to go. We're an hour in, Jeremy. Do you want to start to call it? And maybe throw in a couple more things. Onyx and sterling silver earrings. Let's just go a little faster. Onyx and sterling silver earrings. And then these are, let's see here. Those are sodalite for sure. Someone else would say denim lapis, and I'd go, okay, you don't have to scream about it. And then when I've said before, when people try and convince you by yelling, I just go the other way. I just go, okay. Sterling silver Mexican, absolutely gorgeous. I love those. Very wearable. Thank you, Jeremy. Look at you keeping up with me. And then these are, the little Roadrunner tie tack. But look, I'm pairing it with this awesome inlaid bug. Reminds me of the work of Dishta. Is it? I wouldn't sign off on it that it was. I'm saying it reminds me of, look at the little Roadrunner tie tack. Yeah, I said we're going to pair those together. I love that bug though. Solid sterling silver. I would say Zuni and Navajo both. Zuni on the Roadrunner, Navajo on the bug. More than likely. More than likely. This one I couldn't figure out, but it's definitely silver, and then it's covered with this kind of chocolate brown enamel. And Jeremy looked at this and he goes, wow, that's so abstract and so cool. It reminded him of under the sea, like anemones, like the sea sponges. Very much so natural and very cool. Love the toggle, love the design, very wearable, super cool. I've never seen anything quite like it. That's why this consignor is one of my favorite consigners in a long time. She always has artistic and different, and this is a telltale sign of that too. Solid sterling silver, very abstract kind of graphic dangles in gemstones, hematite and rock crystal, and I really liked that point, that kind of crystal point there. Super cool. That's all I can say. Reminds me of the 80s. It really does. It's more late 90s on that one, but reminds me of the 80s. Jeremy, I think I was going to pair these with something else, but we can leave them by themselves. These are mother of pearl and marcasite, clipped sterling silver earrings, and I wanted to do a couple lots of things to kind of give people a little bonus in these sales. And we don't have to. We can sell them by themselves. And then this is a little grouping that I put together too, because I thought it made sense. Obsidian face. You know how I feel about these. They're tourist trade. They're great for what they are. I just don't normally sell them. So I decided to pair that with a wonderful sterling silver cuff bracelet with onyx at the top of it and some onyx beads that are just a simple strand of onyx beads. And actually, let me make sure. You know what I just found out? These are not onyx at all. Those are glass. They are molded glass, and I love to correct myself when I'm wrong. Other people won't. They'll say it faster. They'll go, those are onyx beads, and then they'll be on to the next thing. They just say it quick, and then nope, these are definitely glass. You can see, learning moment there. They're warm to the touch, and look. And when I was sorting these pieces, it was late at night. And I'm glad that I slowed down, but I would have caught this during the sale, and I would have said, no, you guys, those are glass. Jeremy, can you get me those onyx earrings back? I'm going to add those onyx earrings, just the dangle ones that are like onyx earrings. They were you'll find them. I would like the onyx earrings, and then that way, I'm going to put those onyx earrings with this. So those onyx earrings are going to kind of help this lot
We'll
out.
just set 'em off to
So,
the side.
sure, okay. And then, but they were just like the dangle ones. Baby bracelets. So everyone, we'll add, to the last lot, we'll add those previous dangle onyx earrings to kind of help the lot out. Sterling silver coral, sterling silver turquoise, gold-filled baby bracelet, and then a copper and glass version. So you get very small bracelets, grouping of 4 of them. Very cool. Let's see what else she has. The consignor has sent some amazing pieces as always. It's been such an honor to sell these things for her. These are 14 karat gold butterfly earrings. Really wonderful in their box. Probably never worn. Love them. What else are you finding over there, Jeremy? We'll do this one. We had this one, I think, in the last one, and maybe it didn't go because of the damage. This is sterling silver. This is a totally fresh lot. The one that I was speaking of is that opal pin that was missing 2 opals. We're going to bring that back to the sale, see if we can get it sold for her. Sterling silver and engraved. And wonderful, wonderful condition. So very wearable, very cool with that hand-chased and engraved design. My voice is going to give out. I have talked now for over an hour with only 1 drink break. It's a bit much sometimes to physically do it when, it's, constant for an hour. Sterling silver, wonderful. Not sure if, nope, I'm sure now. It's glass. That is glass. It's not turquoise, but sterling silver. Modernist cross, absolutely not turquoise. Let's go on and look. Yep, glass. Absolutely. 150% sure, just glass. Wonderful construction. Thank you, Jeremy. And then this one, and then Jeremy, I think we're going to call it after maybe a couple more pieces.
Sure.
There's a lot more of the consignment stuff. And I didn't look at this one. I guess I need to study this one and see what we've got going on. See if this is sterling or if this is gold. I don't know. So we're going to have to study this one. Like the way the thread is done here. Love the Paridot mounting there. Look at the way this is threaded with that gold thread on the beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of Paridot. Faceted. And then this wonderful slide bead. Looks gold plated on the bead. More than likely sterling silver, gold plated, but I will double check this. Very much so plated on this. That's my feelings on it. But I don't know if these findings are gold or not. Let's see if they look like, there's wear to it. I'm going to say it's sterling with gold wash. Really great Paridot beads though. Very believable for higher karat gold, but I'll double check that when that goes to the sale. And then I did pair this together, and I hope this is okay with everyone, because some people might just want the earrings, some people might just want the brooch. I just wanted to sell this as a set. These are slightly newer, sterling silver and turquoise spider earrings, but then here's the more vintage spider pin, and I liked the pairing. I liked the earrings with the brooch, so I'd like to sell it as a set. If it doesn't go as a set, then we will split it up. And I want to move these legs a little bit because I always like to make these look a little bit more animated, but I also like to make sure that their legs are kind of central. So, Jeremy, what are you thinking about the sale? What can you tell them before we kind of call it and go to lunch?
It looks great.
Yeah, do you think we did enough of a diverse grouping of pieces?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think we covered all bases for affordable, slightly more expensive, and then designer and more contemporary or more conservative?
Yes.
And then this is sterling silver vermeil tennis bracelet. I sell these every time. There is wear to the gold plating, unfortunately, on that one. We might pair that with something else. And then this lot, I guess I'm going to do this lot together because it makes the most sense. So this is all coral jewelry and beaded coral. So there's this wonderful graduated kind of V-shaped collar. And that's angel skin coral into like a Mediterranean coral and then like a peachy, dark peachy coral. So really cool mesh collar in all natural coral. So there you go, all the way down to the clasp. Don't know if it's gold filled or 14 karat on the clasp. I didn't get that far. So there you go for that one. And then a pair of drop earrings, probably gold tops on those. So those. And then definitely these are 14 karat gold. These maybe, just maybe, I will sell this pair and the other pair separate. So I might, this has got a little bit of a bent hook there, or a post, I should say. It's not a hook, it's a post. But my mind is tired, and my voice is tired. Those are coral, those are gold, those are cool. Then these, let's see here, these are definitely 14 karat gold as well. So 14 karat gold, dangle coral earrings, beaded coral earrings. Those are gold. So maybe we will divide this up differently. Because again, I don't, want to make sure I do the right thing for my consigners at all times. So Jeremy, and if you could just put those back in, like these little ones in like this one, and then this, the pairs. If you could just pair them up and put them together in these little bags, that'd be great. And these have to go in there. Okay, I think that would do it. And my leg is now killing me. This is probably, I guess this would be sterling. Yeah, there's a mark down in there. The color of the metal, I often wonder. It's one of those fish wrap rings. And really cool. Stylized, cool. Very much so tourist trade. This is always like, what should I bring back from Mexico? A skeleton fish, a ring or earrings, or pendant. So very tourist trade. It says, I went to Mexico and I didn't know what else to buy. So this is a size 8, adjustable, very interesting design every time we see those. Thanks, Jeremy. And we'll end on these. And then we're going to call it, because an hour and 10 minutes when I only wanted to stay on for 45. I navigated it quite well. Tried to stay ultra positive. That's by my nature, but again, difficult to talk for an hour and 10 minutes. Let's face it. Without pausing more than once. Jilson created opal, inlaid around the border of these druzy and sterling. I loved the craft of these. I said to myself, if I had the opportunity, I would stash these and I would keep these. They are signed. There's the signature right there. What do you think, Jeremy? What you working on?
Trying to put these away. Okay,
so what do you think of the sale? You
great.
Excited? So, all right. So those are Jilson created opal and druzy. Love everything about these. Love how compact they are. Very well crafted. I just absolutely love them in sterling silver. Wonderful. Okay, so again, this preview was for the sale on Tuesday, March 18th at 7 p.m. Also, please make sure that you join us on Monday, March 17th, right before at 12 o'clock for Amber Bakelite and Coffee. Totally different sale. And again, there you go. If you want to take a screenshot of that, it'll allow you to register for the sales. Jeremy will send a confirmation to let you know that you are fully registered. If you forget any of the information at all, especially the phone number, you are not registered at our sales because he needs a way to contact you in case something happens. We so appreciate it. We thank you so much for your time. Jeremy, do you want to call it and go to lunch?
Yep.
All right, we're done. So thank you all so much. And again, we end this the same way we always do. We absolutely love you because we do.